Hey guys, today we're reacting to. Oops, don't play it. Okay. Today we're reacting to the Barbie movie. Made me question everything. Let's watch it because I'll probably always see my behind posting this because I already have another reaction video for next week. So
The new Barbie movie, the world's favorite blonde bombshell, is suddenly offered a choice: a classic high heel pump or a Birkenstock sandal. She, of course, chooses the pump.
You can go back to your regular life, or you can know the truth about the universe. The first one, the high heel.
Let's just say that the Matrix looks very different here in 2023. But because of that choice, we're treated to this: the moment that broke the internet. Barbie stepping out of her heels and retaining that iconic foot shape. But while that step broke the internet, would it also break your ankles? I don't think actual human feet are meant to work that way. So in honor of the new Barbie movie, I want to see whether she made the right move here. When offered the option of wearing a high heel or a flat sandal, what's the right choice for your overall health? Today we're finding our footing to determine once and for all whether high heels are as bad for your feet as people tend to assume, or whether there might be some secret health benefits to walking around in a perpetual point. And on the flip side, are flat shoes like sandals any better? Because let me tell you, no one wants chronic foot pain Barbie. No one. Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory, the over-analysis Barbie. At this point I think we're all aware of who Barbie is, right? Blonde, loves pink, owns a beach house in Malibu, sure. But, do you know her origins? I bet not, because our toy overlords definitely don't want you to find out. See, the original Barbie would be this, the Build Lily doll. A doll based on a German comic strip that, well, just by looking at a couple of these panels, let's just say that you don't need to understand what the German is saying here to get a sense of Lily's vibe. In the Barbie movie, you get this scene about Ken staying the night.
I thought I might stay over tonight.
If you what?
Oh my gosh, I love Ken.
Let's just say that Lily here have had some very specific activities planned. Anyway, what started overseas as a risque gag gift found its home with American children when Ruth Handler, the co-founder of Mattel, bought one for her daughter. The doll was an instant hit at the house, and bing bang boom, Barbara Millicent Roberts was born. But she prefers to go by her nickname, Barbie for short. Barbie quickly became the original hashtag girl boss, teaching women of all ages that they could take on any job they wanted. Doctor, Nobel Prize winner, Supreme Court justice, mermaid. It's only too bad that Barbie never stopped to show us what happens when the other shoe drops.
I accidentally girl bossed too hard, and now I have a real job with real responsibilities.
Too real, TikTok, too real. Anyway, speaking of shoes dropping, let's get to that question at hand. At feet, I suppose. The Birkenstock pump debate. Have we all been brainwashed to think that high heels are only for aesthetics? I mean, partygoers have been ditching their painful stilettos to walk home barefoot for decades. Heck, our very own Amy walked barefoot through Vegas after her 3-hour Tay-Tay experience rather than keep her heels on. But is the true shame coming from that walk of shame, the poor foot health? Has Barbie's permanent point been trying to help us all along, or should we be going flat and never going back? Now, if you're new to the world of heels, you might be surprised that they didn't actually start off as footwear focused on fashionable females. In fact, they started off as a tool for soldiers riding their horses. The gap between the toe and the heel actually helped riders lock their feet into the saddle stirrups. From there, heels became popular throughout Europe, eventually becoming a symbol of male power. I'm serious about that. King Louis XIV eventually made it so that only nobility could wear heels, and how high those heels were reflected how high of a class you were. Maybe that's why Ken is still just a Ken here. He hasn't harnessed the power of the lift yet. But now let's look at the data. Are heels actually good for your feet? Well, it's not as easy of a question as it might initially sound. Talk to anyone who's head over heels for heels, and they'll be quick to tell you that they're not all made equally. There's a whole Pokedex full of different kinds of heels out there. You have your ultra-high stilettos that turn you into a literal skyscraper, as well as those insane no-heel heels, all the way down to your maybe possibly a heel kitten heels. Meow. So, for our non-shoe addicts, let's just break down what those names actually mean. A kitten heel is the shortest of the short heels, covering anything below 2 inches. It's the kind of shoe that makes you wonder if you're really wearing a heel or finally just standing up straight. Just above those are low heels, reaching between 2 to 3 inches in height. Then you have yourself mid-heels that fall between 3 and 4 inches, and finally we're in the high heel territory, anything between 4 to 8 inches in size. You can actually manage to find shoes that go higher, including some that are almost fully vertical, which match really nicely with this clutch, as well as this hefty podiatrist's build. That being said, no matter who you are or why you decided to slip on that pair of heels, they are gonna rock your body to its core. Literally. Strapping on a pair of stilettos turns the simple act of walking into a major challenge for the human body. As the height of the heel rises, the length of your Achilles tendon actually shortens. You know, that little string that connects your calf muscle to your heel bone? Yeah, that thing becomes super small, which is no good because it's built for an extended stretch. Keeping it short for long periods of time reduces its flexibility, ultimately resulting in it becoming tighter and shorter. Looking past the tendon, high heels force the muscles of your legs to flex, which gives the wearer an instant booty lift. Well, that seems like it should be a good thing. It actually comes at a severe cost: joint stress. Your chest and pelvis are suddenly forced to sit forward, which means that your butt gets pushed back. This shifts your entire center of gravity and changes the normal angle of your leg, causing the front of your body to try and fall forward while making the knees work double time to keep you from face planting into the ground. That struggle between you and gravity means that 90% of your body weight is now focused over the balls of your feet, instead of being spread evenly across the larger surface area of your full foot. And because your muscles are now working super hard to hold you upright, it becomes harder for them to also propel you forward. So in total, high heels gives us straining muscles, knee pressure, and short, stiff tendons. It's not looking all that great for Barbie's footwear of choice. So are there any actual benefits to wearing heels? It turns out that the answer is yes. In fact, a 2015 study found that regular high heel use increased ankle strength. The study found that balancing on the balls of your feet all day is basically the equivalent of CrossFit for your ankles. So women in the study would wear 10 centimeters or 4-inch heels 3 times a week or more for multiple hours a day. And with each passing year that they wore the heels, their ankle strength increased. It's pretty crazy, right? Just imagine all of us now walking around in high heels training up our ankles. I might have skipped leg day, but you know what day I never skip? Ankle day.
Ankle day.
Guy tries to attack us in a dark alley and we whip out some fancy ankle moves. That right there, that's the good news. Here comes the bad news. It only worked for 3 years. Yeah, believe it or not, but year after year after year, the muscles in and around the ankle area got stronger until year 4, when suddenly that muscle strength took a nosedive. After 4 years, they found that their ankle muscles started getting weaker, leaving them more prone to injury. You see, the or arch. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's
Okay, that was for this reaction video. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know. Do you guys do high heels? Would you wear high heels? Let me know. Bye.